Good morning, students. Hope all of you are fine. Beta, like we are doing chapter 11 of history, and name of this chapter is the National Movement First Phase. Till now, we have discussed about the reasons of growing nationalism in Indians. After that, we discussed about the formation of political association and how the Indian National Congress was formed and what was the moderate phase and what was the radical phase. All these topics we have discussed in the previous lectures. Today's topic is the partition of Bengal. Beta, partition of Bengal, it took place in 19 July 1905 and it was done by the Viceroy Lord Curzon. So Viceroy Lord Curzon issued an order dividing the province of Bengal. And at that time, Bengal was the largest as well as the wealthiest province. It consisted of present day West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, and Bangladesh. Now, this province of Bengal, it was divided into two parts. East Bengal, that at present it is known as the Bangladesh, in which the majority of the population was Muslim. It was separated from the rest of Bengal, which had a high percentage of Hindus. And the reason given for the partition was so that it could be administered efficiently. But do you know that real reason for the partition was something else? Because till that time the national movement in Bengal, it was very strong. The partition was a deliberate attempt to weaken it, just to sowing seeds of disunity among Hindus and Muslims. And the partition of Bengal, it was widely criticized, means people didn't like it, they were against this partition. All section of the population rose up in opposition. Demonstration and public meetings were held throughout Bengal. People of all communities tied sacred threads on each other's wrists to express their solidarity and oneness. The day the partition took effect was observed as a day of mourning. It means the day of sorrow. And no business was conducted in the entire province. And the national movement, instead of weakening, became more organized, radical, and mass based. So, in sum up of this topic, beta, partition of Bengal was done just to create the disunity, create the division among the Hindus and Muslim. But the reason given by British, that was because Bengal was the very large province, so that they could administer it in a better way. But all the people, they were against the partition of Bengal. Now the next topic is the Swadeshi and boycott movement. The partition of Bengal gave rise to new methods of struggle, Swadeshi and boycott. Swadeshi, as we know, Swa and Deshi. Actually, it is a Hindi word, and which means one's own country. It was aimed at popularizing goods manufactured in India so that Indian industries could prosper. Swadeshi means only that the goods manufactured in own country should be used. The method of boycott focused on asking people to boycott goods manufactured in Britain. This way, the British would stop treating India as a dumping ground for British goods. As I told you earlier also, that colonial government, they used to buy raw material from India and they just brought finished goods in India that was sold here at a very high prices. So that is why this Swadeshi movement and the boycott movement was launched. And the starting from Bengal, the movement spread across the country. People boycotted British goods and began to use Indian made goods. At some place, huge bonfires of foreign clothes were organized. People who wore clothes made from clothes manufactured in Britain were criticized. Some washermen even refused to offer their services to such people. Students and women played a very important role in these movements, and they vacated shops selling foreign goods. So, this way, this Swadeshi and boycott movement was launched. Now, the next topic is about the Surat split. The struggle against the partition of Bengal had temporarily united the moderates and the radicals. As we know, there were the basic differences in their views and objectives. If we talk about the moderates and radicals, so they were different in their thought process. However, the differences in objectives and methods between the two were not easy to reconcile. At the Congress session in 1907 at Surat, there was a split between the two groups. The moderates began to control the Congress and the radicals decided to function from outside. The two groups were reunited in the Congress session in Lucknow in 1916. So this was the topic about that how Indian National Congress members, moderates and radicals, they divided in the two groups. Now the next topic is the Morley Minto reforms. Now to pacify the moderate leaders, the government announced the Indian Council Acts, popularly known as the Morley Minto reforms. Its main features were as follows. Like first one, more members were to be inducted into the Central Legislative Council and the Provincial Legislative Council. As you know, at present also India follow a federal system. Like there is government at the state level and there is a government at the center level. So the center government, that was known as the Central Legislative Council, and at that time states were called the provinces. So the state governments, those were known as the Provincial Legislative Councils. Now the system of separate electorates was introduced. The Muslims were grouped into separate constituencies from where only Muslim candidate could contest election. This was done to pacify the leaders of the Muslim League, which had been formed a few years earlier. So basically, if you will see these Morley Minto reforms in its features, those were to just influence the moderates as well as the Muslim community. So beta, this was the topic for today. Hope all of you have understood this topic. Thank you and have a nice day.